first recognize a fundamental truth that you have given life to in Ghana. Development depends on good governance.
Ghana is a developing country located in the southern coast of Western Africa. It is one of the most stable countries in the region. Ghana is also one of the wealthiest nations, with a vast amount of mineral deposits, particularly in gold, bauxite, diamonds, and vast offshore oil deposits. Ghana also has a rising industrial sector, with 10.5% industrial production growth. Despite this, three major problems in Ghana create large amounts of inefficiencies in its economy: lack of infrastructure, uneducated working sector, and poor health care. Infrastructure is a major component of making the developing country more economically stable. Primarily used by the British in the early 20th century for transporting resources, most railroad infrastructure is outdated and unused and will require major funding to repair the system to modern standards. There are currently 947 kilometers of existing railways in Ghana, which take much of its natural resources to seaports in Accra and Timo.
The purpose of having infrastructure improvements in our development plan will be to create and improve existing roads and railways. Our plan implements these for one of many reasons. First, jobs. Jobs will be created from the construction and the maintenance of the systems. This will be sustained through the various taxes and tolls on the railway systems. Second, industry and trade. Once industries can access a larger market with cheaper import and export costs, they will expand, improving the growing economy of Ghana. Lastly, these systems will be implemented to increase the standard of living for the people. Giving Ghanaians access to roads, railways, and cheaper transportation will open up new opportunities for where and what industry they desire to work, as well as maintaining a moderate population density, akin to suburban areas that surround major economic centers in developed countries.
It has been illustrated statistically that a country's poverty rate decreases as access to improved infrastructure become more available. Issues regarding health in the nation must be overcome if real economic improvement is to be had. In 2011 alone, the rates of mortality were 4.9% for every live birth, with high rates of fertility, 4.1 children per childbearing mother, leading to a high dependency ratio of 76 to 100, which in turn takes a toll on the economy. In order to fix these issues, we plan on instituting a couple of solutions. First is to build more clinics and hospitals in rural areas. In order to develop these rural hospitals, we wish to provide incentives for doctors and nurses practicing medicine in the years to come. Second is to move infrastructure to population through training and more technological resources, specifically involved in obstetrics and neonatal care. Also, we would like to train a vast variety of midwives that can provide care to those that cannot reach hospitals during pregnancy and delivery. These will reduce infant mortality rate, as well as maternal mortality rate, which is an issue in Ghana. In addition to the issue of infrastructure, there is also an assortment of issues regarding education, including sexual education, achievement of education, and brain drain. Roughly 55% of the female population know that the most common ways of HIV transference, and only 66% of the total population is literate. In tandem with our plans for health in Ghana, we would like to educate the populace on health-related topics, such as the use of contraceptives and the benefits that come along with them. The importance of immunizing children and the population. This information, along with improving hospital infrastructure, will improve the health of the populace and the stability of the general health education of the workforce.
Furthermore, our economic plan for Ghana sees the reduction of brain drain and the improvement of the achievement of education. To do this, we would first implement an educational attainment program similar to the Bolsa Familia program founded in Brazil, where the families are given monetary stipends to when their children are sent to school. By incentivizing the general populace of Ghana to send their children to school, the twofold end goal of both reducing poverty and increasing education achievement is achieved. Another goal for Ghana's economic development is to reduce brain drain. Our plan is to provide free or reduced tuition to university on the condition that those who utilize the program provide volunteer services to government projects that focus on development such as healthcare and construction of infrastructure, that not only provide them with experience, but also further their education. Furthermore, students participating in this program must commit themselves to a 2 or 3 year full-time employment position in Ghana after graduation, with the end goal that their employment would benefit the state and encourage Ghana's most educated to stay and improve the country. In essence, infrastructure is the most direct economic component of our economic plan. However, education and health are two other issues whose impacts in Ghana are so great that they cannot be overlooked. Thus, our economic plan seeks to take on these three issues by improving the general infrastructure of the nation, like railways, while also improving educational attainment to improve economic-related issues, as well as improving disease prevention, health infrastructure, and health education at the same time.